I'm saying? I never really often do these, like, YouTube lives. And I realized that my, yeah, there you go. Camera's better now. It's a little dirty there. But you know what I'm saying? Riding in these fair streets, headed to the JOB. Damn, I should have took that turn instead of the turn. Oh, did I just fuck up? You know what? I'm gonna bust this wild UE real quick. Skirt, skirt, skirt. Trying to get to the JO. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go straight. Fuck it. Try to get the JO a little early, man. Rocking an interview in a few. But that's neither here nor there. Let me close this roof real quick. So many different, like, random things happening in the space of the world. You know what I mean? I saw that they passed this thing to ban TikTok earlier today, which is kind of interesting because, like, the issues is TikTok is a Chinese ran company, and if you have an outside company running it, especially somebody who we consider to be our ops, there might be an issue, with them spying on us and collecting our data, which is wild because I have more issues with people on American soil tapping in and stealing our data more so than I do with people that are, like, in a foreign land. You know what I'm saying? Like, most of the people I got issues with are in America. So, why would you go ahead and ban TikTok? Just for the sake of banning TikTok because it's not an American ran company. And what's to stop all these foreign companies from telling these American companies going overseas and whatnot that they can't operate over there unless they sell it to somebody from that territory? It creates a slippery slope. And I don't really think people really understand what be going on. And it was real slick how they worked that bill in there too, because they had that nestled in with some other bills that they was trying to pass. It's like, yo, this really big important thing, this big important thing, this medium important thing. Oh yeah, it was trying to ban TikTok. So it's kind of like a bundle deal. Kind of like how when you get your cable, like, you sign up for DirecTV, but maybe you don't want the country music television channel, but it came with the package. And that's how this bill was kind of passed. Like, yo, if you don't pass this bill, you don't get these other important things that we was trying to, get dealt with too. So it's crazy how that space operates. What y'all think about it over there in the chat? You think it's cool that they're trying to ban TikTok, or are you even a TikToker? Because I'm getting to a point where I'm starting to hate all of these social media platforms because they got us. They really got us. They ran the bamboozle play on us. Because especially with what's going on with Facebook and Instagram, you know what I mean? Like, the way the platform is initially set up, you come through, you post your pictures, whoop-de-whoop, the followers follow, and then you could promote your stuff. You could promote your parties, promote your events or whatever, and then next thing you know, the algorithm changes, and you're seeing your things in a weird order. That was phase one. That was fuckery phase one. Pardon my French. I'll try not to curse. I just get really passionate about these things. But that was effery phase one, right? They changed the algorithm and how you see your stuff in your timeline. Then as the platform starts to grow, more people get more followers. Then people notice that their engagement started going down. And it's like, yo, what's going on? I got more followers, but less engagement. Because the reason is, once they started adding that boost post situation where you got to pay to boost the post to get it to a certain point, now they hiding your followers behind a paywall, and you got to pay to get your followers rocking again. And that's whack. So, and the crazy thing is, like, okay, you'd be like, well, I'm going to take my talents to Facebook. Well, you can do that if you like, but it's also ran by Instagram as well. So, it's like, if you go to a small town and be like, yo, the mechanic tried to get one over me, I'm going to tell the sheriff. And you get to the police station and the sheriff was also the mechanic. It's kind of how that works. So it's crazy. So it was dope that TikTok was like another option. And I know people got the issues with that platform as well, about like them not necessarily supporting minorities' content as much as they support everybody else's. I haven't really dug deep enough in that platform to really have a fair assessment of it. I just go off of the hearsay and whatnot. But, it's frustrating, all in all. And then also, man, like, checking in the hip-hop space. I know a lot of people who follow me and various platforms follow me because of the hip-hop talk and stuff I used to do on the radio. Who y'all got up in this whole Drake, Kendrick, Ross J. Cole thing, I guess J. Cole technically ain't even an active combatant anymore because he stepped out and apologized. But, you know, I do got to give Drake his props for bringing something original and unique into the battle space with what he did with his tailor-made joint, where he had the AI with Rick Ross's, not Rick Ross, but with Tupac and Snoop Dogg. That was kind of dope. I mean, I know a lot of people were crying foul, but no one's gonna out-tough Tupac in what he did on Hit 'Em Up. No one's gonna out-tough Ice Cube on what he did on No Vaseline. No one's gonna out-finesse LL Cool J and what he did on To Break of Dawn. We was taking on 3 MCs at once. So for Drake to do what he did on that one, I thought it was pretty brilliant. I know like Tupac's brother Mopreem had an issue with how that was handled. He's like, yo, man, it's disrespectful to use, my brother's audio. And I expect Mopreem to feel that way because that is your family. But, to a rap fan, I'm like, damn, it's kind of dope to hear Tupac rap with a Drake cadence, Dude was kind of spitting. It's the most complex I heard Tupac rap in a long time, for obvious reasons. He's not available to go to the studio, unless you believe those Cuba rumors, right? So there's that. And, which I guess opens a larger conversation on AI and the future of it, right? Because I know some people be like, it's whack because that's not really the artist, right? But what if they could structure things in a way to where the estates get the money that they supposed to get off of these things, and, everything is handled decently in order? Like, what if we could get a new Biggie album in 2024, 2025, in a modern pocket with Biggie talking that talk over new beats, but it's AI? I mean, some people might be like, yo, but that's not really him. But also, a lot of rappers got ghostwriters. So is it really them then either? I just want good music. Because there might be some situations where AI version of somebody might be better than anything that these people are capable of producing on their own in real time. Drop your comments below. Let me know what you think about it. If you were willing to hear an AI project from somebody, who would you like to hear an AI project from? I definitely throw Biggie into that mix. I wouldn't be mad at an AI Michael Jackson album. You know what I'm saying? With that big Thriller energy and that big Thriller production, sound, but like modernized for 2024. That's the type of energy I would love to hear. I also wouldn't mind, I wouldn't mind hearing a Big L album in 2024. Even if it's AI, I'll take what I could get. And I would like a Big Pun album. But the caveat is Big Pun with the greatest breath control. You sounded a little winded on some of the last stuff. Not the stuff he did on his Yeah Baby album, but on some of those projects and like features he was doing, Pun was sounding a little gassed. So if we can get like a clean AI version of that, like, yo, man, because like one, in a situation like Big Pun and his family, I know there's always been issues with Fat Joe not properly paying him and or breaking off the family. If this puts money in the family's pockets and makes sure that, Pun's ex-wife and his kids, could get a couple dollars in their pocket, I'm here for it. The Jacksons, they don't need any money. But who am I to say what people need, right? But there's a lot of people who could benefit off that. I think we could probably get, if we got an AI Eazy-E, we could probably get the best NWA album possible. Because anybody who knows hip-hop history and like studied the history of the group NWA, people said that recording Eazy-E was a lesson in patience and monk-like tolerance. Because they was like, they had to punch that dude in word for word. Like, because he just had a hard time staying on beat. So if AI could course correct some of this stuff and give us some new material from people that we don't have the option to get some new material from, I'm here for it. Even if they got to put an asterisk next to it. New Eazy-E album AI. Here for it. Here for it. Because I think that would be the only way that we can get an NWA album with all the original recipe parts. You know what I mean? So that's that on that. What else did I see today? I'm really excited about the Deadpool Wolverine movie coming out. I watched the trailer like 15 times just to peep out all the Easter eggs. I'm a big like comic book movie video gamer sometimes, but like I love, like, you know, we've been treated so well in these last 15 to 20 years as it relates to like superhero films, and for them to be able to figure out a way to tie all the stuff from the early 2000s and late 90s into 2024, I think that is so dope the way they're pulling this off, man. And I cannot wait to Deadpool and Wolverine drop. I think it drops in July. Don't hold me to that, but man, I'm pumped up. Tomorrow can't come fast enough. So, you know, a couple other things I'm excited about. What else is going on in the world? Like, I've been running errands all day, so like I've just kind of been sticking my head out for water, seeing what's going on. Getting back into that rap battle space. Yo, Chris Brown washed Quavo, and shout out to Quavo, Offset, Takeoff, rest in peace. Yo, Chris Brown came from a dark place in his heart to just Quavo on that first round, right? And then Quavo came out with another record that had Takeoff on it, and you know, people were mad at Drake for using AI Pac and Snoop for his record. I'm mad at Quavo for bringing Takeoff into his beef record with Chris Brown. Even though I know in my heart of hearts that Takeoff in real life would absolutely have Quavo's back, but it's like, I feel like you cheated, because people obviously are going to tune in to hear a new verse that got Takeoff on it. You know what I mean? You want to hear Take, but to bring him into that beef knowing that he is not an active combatant currently, I think that was a cheap shot, and it still wasn't enough to undo what Chris Brown did. Like, Chris Brown treated Quavo like he was in the Porsche. If you know the reference, you know the reference. And it's just wild, man. Like, these R&B dudes, man, they ain't playing around. Trey Songz could never. You know what I'm saying? But Chris Brown came in with all the smoke. All the smoke. So we'll see what happens next. I doubt Chris Brown will respond, because I think when he did what he did, the only thing you could do is something worse. I don't think he could raise the ante. I think it just goes to high-level internet trolling from this point. But, you know, what say y'all in the comments? Who did y'all have winning that situation? Should Chris Brown put a quarter in and continue, or what? But what shouldn't happen is Quavo should not do a third record without Chris Brown responding to the first one. And while we're at it, I'm waiting for Kendrick Lamar's response to Drake. And I'm also waiting for Drake's response to Rick Ross, because he came out with that second record and he addressed everybody but Rick Ross in that second record. So what we gonna do about that one, Hammer? Inquiring minds want to know. So that's really all I got for y'all right now. I'm about to pay attention to these traffic signs and these roads and stuff, so I don't, like, you know, smack into somebody's car. It looks like I'm gonna arrive to where I need to be 7 minutes before time, so that's great. If you know, if y'all engage with this really well, I might do this on a regular basis. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to, like, hit all my platforms, because you know, it's a lot of balls to juggle. No Diddy. And you know, I just want to make sure I'm everywhere I need to be, and you know, and hitting my followers and my peoples where they at, man. So I hope y'all having an amazing week so far. Happy Wednesday, hump day as some people call it. And we're gonna rinse and repeat and try to do this again mañana. Okay, I will holler at y'all, and this is a great time to hit stop and upload, because I'm at the light. So catch y'all on the flip side. Easy does it. Peace.